everyone, I'm Jessica and welcome back to the Try Veg Test Kitchen. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make double chocolate cookies and cream pancakes. They're decadent and delicious, and they are the second recipe in our vegan pancake series. As always, you can find the recipe on tryveg.com. So here's what you'll need to make the recipe. Okay, so now it's time to get into the recipe. So I have all the ingredients that I'll need to make our batter here. And so we're just going to start adding them to the mixing bowl. So here I have 2 cups of flour. I'm going to add that in. And actually, before I add any other dry ingredients, I'm going to take my apple cider vinegar and add it to my almond milk, just so that it can start to react. Okay, so next up I'm going to add 4 teaspoons of baking powder and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that's going to be our leavener. I also have 1 tablespoon of the Follow Your Heart vegan egg, and then I'm going to go ahead and add in 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and this is a 1/4 cup of sugar. So any vegan sugar you have on hand will work. You could also use agave nectar or maple syrup. So we have everything here. Now I'm just going to take my spoon and mix it all together until it's well combined. And I can smell the cocoa already. So we want the leavener, which is our baking powder, in here, and we also want our cocoa powder evenly distributed so that we get a nice evenly mixed batter. Okay, so now I'm going to add in our liquid. So our liquid is 2 cups of almond milk and 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. So we're just going to pour that in. And the apple cider vinegar is also going to react with our baking powder to add extra lift. So we're just going to stir that in and mix it until it's well combined. Okay, so we have our batter all mixed up, and now I'm going to put together our chocolate glazed syrup. So move this aside, and here I have a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, a couple tablespoons of almond milk, and a 1/4 cup of agave nectar. So what I'm going to do is take my whisk and add my cocoa powder into my agave nectar. Okay, and I'm just going to whisk this up until it starts to come together. Now cocoa powder is a little bit tricky because it's going to try to stay on the surface of the liquid that you're mixing this with. So you just have to be patient, and you don't want to stir too hard because you don't want to make a mess. Beginning to clump together now, as you can see. So at this point I'm going to start to add in my almond milk gradually. I want the syrup to be relatively thick. I don't want it to be too runny, so I'm going to start off by adding a couple splashes of this, just to moisten up our mixture. And then I'm going to stir it up some more. And I'm going to continue to do this until this comes together and is a smooth mixture. And now we have a beautifully glossy chocolate sauce. So I'm going to set this aside, and then we will start assembling our pancakes. So I'm going to start off by taking our vegan butter. I'm using, I can't believe it's vegan butter, and I'm using just a little bit, like under a teaspoon. And I'm going to evenly coat the skillet with this butter. So I wanted to get any excess butter off of the surface of the pan because I don't want it to make our pancakes greasy. So now I'm going to use our batter, and I'm going to use a 1/3 cup measure to ladle out scoops of batter onto the griddle. So go 1, and it just pours beautifully. 2, and here's our 3rd one. Okay, so these have been cooking for a few minutes and bubbles are just starting to form. So now is the perfect time to add our crushed cookies on the surface of our pancakes. Okay, so now our pancakes are topped with the crushed cookies, and I'm gonna let them cook for a few more minutes to allow some more bubbles to come to the surface and for them to dry out around the edges, and then I'm gonna flip them over. And that looks great. All right, let's do the next one. Also looking really good. And our final one, here we go. Beautiful. So yes, we're going to let these continue to cook for another 3 to 4 minutes. I'm going to reduce the heat a little bit more. So I'm still in the medium high range, but on this grill I have degree settings. So I'm lowering it to around 325 degrees Fahrenheit, just so that the heat is still sufficient that it cooks the pancakes through. But we don't want to burn the cookies because there's extra sugar in the frosting and the actual cookies. So we don't want to cook it too high and then have that burn. So we're going to lower our heat a little bit, be patient for the next 3 to 4 minutes so that our pancakes can cook all the way through, and then we're going to plate them up. This is what the pancakes are looking like after being flipped over, after cooking on both sides, and they're looking great and they're smelling even better. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my plate and take them off the griddle and make the next batch. So I will see you again when these are all done. So here we have it, a delicious stack of decadent double chocolate cookies and cream pancakes. And these are dangerously good. And you're going to definitely want to try this recipe for yourself. So if you want to, you can check out our description box. The link will be there to tryveg.com with this recipe along with the recipe I made last week. And you can also find the link to our petition with Vegan Outreach to encourage IHOP to add vegan pancakes to their menu. We want vegan pancakes in the restaurant as well as home. So if you enjoyed this video, please like it, share it, leave a comment letting me know what vegan pancakes you think I'm going to make next week, and subscribe to our channel, of course. I will see you next week, everybody. Bye.